Hello, everybody. Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. The UK's border chief, Martin Hewitt, has resigned. The reason being his failure to stop migrants crossing the channel. He's only been in the job 18 months. And guess who appointed him to the job, gave him the job? Yes, you guessed it. Kia. He was Starmer appointed him as our border chief to try and stop migrants from crossing the channel. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? He's only been in the job 18 months and he's had to quit because he can't secure our borders. Well, you know who to blame for that, don't you? Starmer and Mahmood. Both of them should should it's their fault for not getting a grip on our borders. You've got to blame Starmer and Mahmood for this. Everybody knows that Starmer is not really interested, is he, in trying to stop the migrants from crossing the channel. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about it. In other words, he wants open borders, like the rest of the left-wing loonies that we have in the country at the moment. Take like the Green Party, that lunatic Zach Polanski. His party wants open borders, and I'm beginning to think that Home Secretary as well, Jabid Mahmood, also wants open borders. But like I've said, uh, the border chief, Martin Hewitt, he's only been in the job 18 months. Another appointment that Starmer has got wrong was like Mandelson when he appointed Mandelson as our ambassador to Washington. Look how that ended up. Another mistake Tier made. But now Starmer has got to find somebody else to take on the job as border chief. I don't know who he's going to find. I don't know who he's going to get to be border chief. I shouldn't think anybody will want the job. Mind you, the kind of money that a border chief earns, then I suppose somebody will want the job. Starmer will find somebody, one of his cronies, to take on the job. That's a job as border chief is a poison chalice. It's a job that I wouldn't like. You've got to try and intercept migrants crossing the channel. You've got to try and stop them from coming in. I'm afraid Starmer has done it again. He's he's dropped another clanger. He made another mess of this. Like I've said, I don't think Starmer is doesn't look interested, does he, in trying to stop migrants from coming into the country. I think he wants them to come into the country. I mean, after all, it looks like the migrants, by the start of the next decade, the 2030s, they say that these migrants are going to get 40% of our homes. If that happens, there will be trouble. There will be trouble if that happens, if they prioritise migrants, they put them first. and the white British people stick at the back of the queue, who waiting for an house, who've been waiting for an house for years, and these low lives from across the channel in France are prioritised. But like I've said, there's going to be trouble if that happens. And Starmer, well, he's only got himself to blame. That's, of course, if he's still Prime Minister as we get to the next election. That's if he's he says he wants to lead Labour into the next election. Well, the way things are going, I don't think it will. I mean, we've got the local elections, haven't we, coming up in May? They're not far away. So let's hope that Labour are predicted to do badly in those. And let's hope that when they do, Starmer will have to go. Because he's quite obvious he's not going to win the local elections, help Labour win the local elections, and he won't be winning the next general election. I don't think he'll be there. But anyway, going back to this border chief, I mean, what's the point of having border force or a border chief if there's no sign of anyone trying to stop migrants? Like I've said, I'm beginning to suspect that Starmer and Mahmood and this rotten government don't seem to be interested, do they, in trying to halt all the migrants from crossing the channel into the UK. They don't seem bothered, do they? I think I'm beginning to think that they want them here. They want them all here. I mean, if many more arrive in the country, I don't know where we're going to put them. I mean, Starmer says he wants them out of the hotels, and he's putting them in old army barracks. I mean, I, sup- I, I suppose that sooner or later they'll be all full up of migrants, and then what will the government do? Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Into politics here, signing off. And remember, don't believe the lie.